watched her dad talking to Harry. She set her mouth in a firm line, trying not to yell as her hair was pulled so much it hurt. Suddenly, Harry turned, his face like thunder. "You can't do this!" "Shut your mouth," their mother shouted. "It's none of your bleeding business. We can do what we like. They're paying good money and we need it." "If it's money you want, I'll pack up school and get a job. You can't do what you're planning. It's cruel. She's one of us." "You try skipping out of school and you'll get the thrashing of your life. You're never going to get out of this hellhole without proper learning. You can't do nothing about it. It's all settled." She glared at her husband, wanting support, but he was keeping quiet. Harry looked fit to explode, and it frightened Queenie. He was always laughing and happy. She'd never seen him angry before. She ran over to him, throwing her arms around his waist and gazing up. "What you angry for, Harry?" Swinging her up into his arms, he hugged her tightly, then put her down and stormed out of the house. She went to follow him, but was caught by her mother and dragged back. "You'll stay here, my girl. You got people coming to see you soon, and I want you clean." She scuffed her toe over a hole in the oilcloth. "Don't like being clean. I want to see Harry." "You'll do as you're told." Her mother dumped her on one of the beds. "Stay there and don't you dare move. I don't want so much as a speck of dirt on you." Picking at the frayed edge of the blanket, Queenie kept her mouth shut. Her mum never usually took much notice of her, but today she'd washed her and changed her frock. She was very worried now. Harry was mad about something, and all the others had gone quiet, looking in at her from time to time, their faces serious. "You told them then," her mother snapped when her father returned. "They know, and I've threatened to knock them all into next week if they cause any trouble." "Fine bloody mess we're in when we've got to do something like this." "Stop moaning, woman. Do you want to end up in the bleeding workhouse? 'Cause that's where we're heading." Hilda's hands were shaking. "You know I don't. Now, isn't it time they was here? They said 10 o'clock this morning, didn't they? You sure they're coming?" "Course I am. The man what asked me gave me a guinea as soon as I told him you'd agreed. And didn't he come and look at her himself?" Seeing her mum and dad weren't watching, Queenie slipped off the bed and crept towards the door, only to be caught by the scruff of the neck and hauled back. "I told you to stay where you were," her mother shouted, and gave her a fierce shake. "I want to play with the others." Her bottom lip stuck out in defiance. "Well, you can't." Queenie's lip trembled, but she never cried. It never did any good. The unusual sound of a carriage coming up their street made her dad rush to the door. "They are here." "'Bout bleeding time." Her mother scooped Queenie from the bed. "You behave yourself, you hear?" The smart carriage and horses had caused quite a stir, bringing everyone out to have a look. "Cool, look at that." Queenie strained to get away from her mother's grip. She'd never seen anything like it before, not up close anyway. A man got out and told Queenie, "Stand by the door and let the lady see you." She was pushed forward, and she stared wide-eyed at the woman inside. The lady was wearing a very large hat, and Queenie thought it must be heavy to have that on top of your head. She wouldn't like it. After a moment of studying her intently, the woman nodded to the man standing with her dad. "All right," he said. "She'll do. £5, we agreed." 5 guineas. Her mother held on to her daughter tightly. "We won't take less." After counting out the money and handing it to her dad, the stranger picked her up and put her in the carriage, getting in after her to control her struggles. What was going on? She didn't like this. Panic flooded through Queenie, and she fought like a demon. "What you doing? I don't want to go away. Let me go." "Behave yourself and don't you cause the nice lady no trouble." Her mother leant in and glowered at her. The carriage began to move, and in sheer terror Queenie fought her way to the window, leaning through the opening and holding out her little hands. "Mum, stop them! Harry, stop them! Help me! Help me!" They were moving quickly now, and Queenie watched helplessly as her